played Pookie in New Jack City.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're discussing 10 times celebrities addressed major controversies.
So we're not done, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want. You want me back.
For this list, we're looking at times famous people made headlines for how they responded to being involved in significant or problematic situations. Did we leave out any major replies to controversies? Let us know in the comments below. Chris Rock jokes about the slap.
And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ears.
The 2022 Oscar ceremony temporarily came to a halt when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on stage due to a joke made about Jada Pinkett Smith. After the incident, the actor who lashed out explained and apologized for his actions on a few shows.
That was a rage that had been bottled for a really long time. But at the end of the day, I lost it.
But Rock didn't fully unpack what happened until his 2023 stand-up special, Selective, Outrage. The comedian closed his full set with a series of jokes focused on highlighting the incident.
He played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie in New Jack City.
Although the tone was light, Rock discussed what he believed motivated the serious slap and how he felt about the situation. Whether viewers laughed or simply listened to the comedian's remarks, they finally had a better understanding of the performer's perspective a year after the infamous Oscars incident.
She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay?
Ezra Miller issues a statement about troubling incidents.
In 2020, footage of the perks of being a wallflower actor apparently choking a woman in Iceland circulated social media, though no arrests were made. Miller has yet to comment on the incident.
In 2020, reports began to circulate that Ezra Miller had assaulted a fan. That incident was the first of a series of negative news reports about the actor. Miller was subsequently accused of assault, harassment, and whether their relationship with a young activist was cause for concern. After getting into legal trouble for allegedly stealing hard drinks from a Vermont home, the actor issued a full statement through a representative.
I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I am committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life.
Miller took the time to formally apologize and let everyone know that they planned on getting help for, quote, complex mental health issues. Additionally, they also received 1-year probation after pleading guilty to charges related to the Vermont burglary incident.
The Justice League star agreed to a $500 fine and probation conditions that'll include mental health treatment.
Lance Armstrong comes clean in an interview.
In your opinion, was it humanly possible to win the Tour de France without doping 7 times in a row?
Not in my opinion.
While this famous cyclist was winning numerous Tour de France racing titles, he was often confronted with allegations that he was cheating. He rejected all these claims until the 2010s. After the United States Anti-Doping Agency formally accused Armstrong of getting an unfair advantage from banned substances, the cyclist appeared with Oprah to talk about the controversy.
Yes or no? Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
During the interview, he admitted that he broke the rules to excel in the sport. Armstrong also suggested that he was far from the only cyclist who was illegally enhancing their performance. After making those shocking confessions on TV with Oprah, he lost millions of dollars and numerous supporters who previously believed he hadn't broken the rules.
You know, I suppose earlier in my career there was cortisone, and then the EPO generation began.
Become a WatchMojo channel member and get exclusive perks like Mojo emojis, loyalty badges, priority comment replies, and exclusive members-only content, including live list rankings with the Mojo staff and peeks behind the scenes. Don't miss out. Paula Deen apologizes for hateful words on The Today Show.
It's important to me that I tell you and everyone out there what I believe and how I live my life.
Former Food Network star Paula Deen appeared in front of a judge after an employee alleged the chef had harassed people in the workplace. During the legal proceedings, the famous cook admitted she had said a racial slur aimed at Black people multiple times in the past. After that revelation was met with backlash, Deen went to The Today Show.
The day I used that word, it was a world ago. It was 30 years ago.
The chef used the time to apologize and insist she wasn't prejudiced against Black people. After the interview, critics noted that Dean seemed to walk back the amount of times she used slurs and once tried to shift the blame.
It's very distressing for me to go into my kitchens and I hear what these young people are calling each other.
A year later, the chef went back to the Today Show, said her first appearance didn't truly reflect who she was, and apologized again. Armie Hammer addresses bad behavior in an interview.
In a lengthy article posted on Friday that he denies any criminal wrongdoing, but does acknowledge that he has been emotionally abusive toward past partners and is now, quote, here to own his mistakes.
When a series of messages that were allegedly from Armie Hammer were posted on an Instagram account in 2021, the actor found himself embroiled in a big scandal. Some of the images suggested he'd sent some texts about dark and bloody fantasies to various women. After being accused of committing a violent assault and sending inappropriate messages, he denied the claims and stepped back from his role in Shotgun Wedding. In 2023, Hammer insisted that he didn't assault anyone, but he did acknowledge that he'd been terrible to some women.
Moving forward, the social network star explained to Airmail that he's found help through substance abuse recovery work and isn't aiming to, quote, undo everything that's happened to him.
He also claimed that at least one of the dark exchanges that had been posted was pre-planned. It remains to be seen whether his candid interview will affect his chances of continuing his acting career.
That I was that I was selfish, that I used people to make me feel better, and when I was done, moved on.
Ye raps about several controversies.
Balenciaga has severed ties with Kanye West following his anti-Semitic remarks.
Throughout 2022, Ye found himself in hot water for making several anti-Semitic remarks. After he responded several times via his social media, the musician released a song about his controversies.
You know, people, they're looking for an explanation, and people say, well, as an artist, you don't have to give an explanation.
The song, Someday We'll All Be Free, referenced the time he was removed from Twitter after posting an anti-Semitic image. Additionally, he included a soundbite from a controversial interview he had with Alex Jones. The lyrics also reference Karen's and his divorce as well. After he shared the song on Instagram, the platform had the track removed for its content. For many critics, Ye's track seemed to be another outlet for the musician to issue anti-Semitic remarks.
But the problem with hate speech is the more that you see of it, the more it becomes normal.
Louis C.K. turns to stand-up. A 2017 New York Times report claimed that Louis C.K. had been guilty of sexual misconduct on numerous occasions.
Louis C.K.'s pattern of behavior as abusive, and fearing retribution if they spoke out earlier.
Shortly after it was published, the comedian issued a serious statement where he admitted that a few of the allegations made against him were true. A few years later, reports circulated that he had started addressing his controversies in his stand-up. Those who saw his Sincerely Louis C.K. special heard him make jokes about being isolated for his actions. He also discussed his misconduct and behavior in more detail. After the stand-up special was released, it drew controversy again when it earned the comedian a Grammy Award.
In the special, CK addresses the allegations, including the experience of going out in public after they came to light.
J.K. Rowling's essay.
A woman who is likely the world's best-known children's author is defending herself against growing accusations of transphobia.
Over the course of a few years, the fantasy author drew controversy for seemingly supporting people who had expressed transphobic views. After a 2020 tweet about trans women drew criticism, Rowling wrote and released a lengthy essay. The author used the article to explain the reasons why she supported certain posts and to further discuss her specific views.
Now, again, as you mentioned, an essay. She's trying to explain herself further, a lengthy essay.
Additionally, Rowling also discussed cancel culture and being labeled as a trans-exclusionary radical feminist. The essay drew criticism over claims that it contained factual inaccuracies and harmful assumptions. After its release, Rowling continued to address her views through social media.
He also added that he hopes her comments don't tarnish the experience that fans have had with her books and the movies.
Kevin Spacey's Let Me Be Frank video.
So we're not done, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want. You want me back.
After starring as Frank Underwood on House of Cards for 5 seasons, Kevin Spacey was let go from the role because numerous people accused him of misconduct. Although the show continued its final season without him, he didn't let go of the character. Spacey posted a video in character on Christmas Eve in 2017. During the Let Me Be Frank clip, he implies that people have misjudged him and that fans want him back. He also tries to create a loophole for his character to return.
Well, wait a minute. Now that I think of it, you never actually saw me die, did you?
The video mostly drew confusion from those who saw it. Although the reactions to Let Me Be Frank were not positive, Spacey went on to make 2 more holiday videos after the first one premiered.
That's right. What would Christmas Eve be without a message from me?
O.J. Simpson endorses a book about a crime. At the end of O.J. Simpson's 1995 murder trial, he was declared not guilty of killing Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
12 years after the case was closed, rumors circulated that a controversial book about their murders was being released. Simpson eventually claimed that he was co-authoring a book called If I Did It.
New outrage tonight over O.J. Simpson. Simpson is trying to sell books, and he's doing it in ways that have vividly revived memories of the murders and his acquittal.
At one point in the book, readers would get a passage that would describe him committing the very crimes he was accused of. The announcement was met with immediate backlash and protests to cancel it. In the end, the family of Nicole Brown acquired the rights to publish it and changed the title to If I Did It, Confessions of the Killer.
We made one change and one change only. The title of the book, we took the word if and made it very small and laid it into the letter I.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.